Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, divine wayshowers of Terra Nova Gaia Galactica. As we enter the season of Scorpio, of the holy waters of the unknown void, we navigate these powerful energies of the non-physical, merging with the physical, as all our energy work comes to fruition to manifest our true heart's desires for the highest good of all. All our starseed earth angelics of the 144 are moving through a shamanic death, rebirth, and resurrection for all of humanity to be freed from all slavery systems and false, nefarious programs and step into our highest ascension timeline of eternal bliss consciousness. As we flow into and through the still white magnetic light at the center of all things, we expand as supernova conscious co-creators of our new heaven upon the new earth. Keep anchoring into the crystalline core of Gaia your visions of paradise, and with the unborn mind of Buddha, realize our true nature and become the guides, teachers, and wayshowers of the I Am presence of infinite light and infinite life. A'ho. Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle, Keen 47, Blue Galactic Hand of our Universal Alliance of Light with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end, where we release a powerful divine decree of the Lemurian heart. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And now we continue with Divine Sister of the Light, Valerie A. Elster. Remember, it is not linear time that decides. It is frequency plus alignment. We are multidimensional beings on a shifting planet. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Celia Fenn. With so much confusion and chaos, many people feel lost and stressed, but it is true that we cannot solve our current issues with the old way of thinking and consciousness that created these problems, both on the individual and collective level. That is why we are celebrating the birth of the new earth and the new human, and the ability of the new human to access human superintelligence to find new solutions. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Shay, from Numbers by Shay Numerology, 10-23-25. Have you found the sweet spot in October yet, or are you still wobbling or barely holding on? This has been a month of extremes, as the pendulum swings from not enough to too much, from what we think we want to what will truly serve us, and between what was and what might be. But only when we release it all can we come to appreciate the gifts in the journey and the joys of living in balance, in harmony, and in flow. Scorpio comes in today to get to the heart of any wobbles. No matter how dark or difficult it might seem, Scorpio knows the answer lies within, and it's not afraid to look there. Get ready for the story behind the story. From Divine Brother of the Light, Pars Kute. Where is our higher self? What is happening during the shift is that the things we counted on are now moving around. Some have gotten stronger, some have gone away. In this we realize there is a recalibration going on of human soul and respect to access by human being. Our consciousness is starting to raise. As that consciousness raises, so does the dimensionality of the reality for the human being. Many are saying we are moving into the fifth dimension. That is not exactly accurate. We are moving into a multidimensional state. It doesn't matter. The feeling is the same. So we are already on board with a change that is happening that actually moves our reality. Where is our higher self? First of all, the concept of the higher self is what we call the soul energy of the human being. It has many names. Some have even called it the oversoul. It is the description of a higher self-consciousness that is sacred, that every single human has. But in an older energy, the higher self was pretty much buried. It wouldn't be something we could access instantly without some practice. The higher self is something we sense and work with, and it's part of our soul. Therefore, it's far away. It would be in that soul area, that part we go to when we die. But the veil is inside of us, and the actual other side of the veil, the heaven side, is also inside of us. That means the higher self is inside of us. It means that all the pieces and the parts of our grander soul are inside of us. So where is our higher self today? Everything is happening at once in a multidimensional state. Everything is happening at once. So even the reality we think is in 3D is also happening with the reality in multi-D. So the reality of our dimensionality has allowed these things to move closer. So here we are with a higher self that we can access almost instantly. What does it mean to us walking around this planet? It means that the thing that higher self gives us such a healing, turning the light on in dark places so we won't step in potholes, having intuition which we can actually plan and manifest and count on. All of these things are the things that are tools we are using in 3D that come from a multidimensional higher self. But the fact is, we are moving closer to that higher self. It is moving closer to us until someday our very consciousness will involve the higher self first. That is called mastery. Metaphysical lightworkers are different in these days. And then we ask, why is there so much trouble in our lives or so many challenges? And the answer is because we turned on a light and the dirt is starting to show. It requires us to perhaps even have a reboot of who we think we are, or what we deserve, or what we believe that we were told or programmed into that said we couldn't do this or we couldn't do that. There is a grander truth here for us. The grander truth is that the creative source of the universes is on the other side of the veil and ready to show us around, to show us we are loved, to show us we deserve to be here. That higher self, where is it? It is in our lap, and that's where it is. With an infinite divine source intelligence of pure love, pars kute. And today from divine Sistar of the Light Devyani sing, Isis channelings. Are your soul contracts expiring? Libra new moon, karmic choice, decision point. Are your soul contracts suddenly fueling the relationship funeral pyre? Are the souls you recognized as soul mates at a soul energetic level suddenly disassociating from your reality? Has the veil of illusion been lifted, leaving you disenchanted or disillusioned, vis-a-vis your expectation of reality? The Libra new moon has jolted the Libra scales in seismic realignment and rebalance. Relationships are dissolving. Soul contracts are expiring. These are culminations, year of 9, for your evolution and transformation, year of the serpent. Your soul contracts end now. If the physical incarnation of the energetic signatures that you know and recognize as your soulmates continue to operate from survival, performance, comfort, unhealed wounds, self-worth, blame, and projection. No, you knowings aren't mistaken. When you know, you know. This is not an act of abandonment or rejection. This is neither failure nor defeat, nor punishment or retribution. These are not soul endings. This is a frequency timeline culmination. Just because they are soulmates does not mean similar soul evolution trajectory. They came at pivotal points of your soul's journey for healing, awakening, and transformation, but they are simply no longer your vibrational match. That chapter needs to end, so that a more soul and destiny-aligned chapter may begin. Your soul contracts end now. If you have mastered the lessons of your karmic connections by trading quintessential Libra attributes of silence, honesty and truthful communication, peacekeeping, authentic connection, and action, decisive action rooted in fairness and justice, diplomacy, soul resonance, overgiving, reciprocity. This is liberation, not punishment. The remainder of the next few new moons of the year of 9 Serpent are all at the final degrees of the zodiac. These are not simply opportunities of planting new seeds of intentions. These are thresholds of evolution into your higher frequency vibrational timelines of destiny. Will you surrender in faith, trust, forgiveness, and grace, all that is no longer in alignment? Or will you choose illusions of safety and comfort? Will you choose survival or clear space for transformation and evolution? Will you choose love for validation or as resonance? The Libra new moon has a clear message. Seek balance or break ties. Seek alignment or continue in chaos and add to karmic debt. Seek truth or let illusion derail your path of higher destiny. Seek equilibrium and harmony, or be consumed by inner resentment and rebellion. May your faith be bigger than your fears. May your dreams be bigger than your doubts. Sake na, from isischannelings.wordpress.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Grandma Chandra, the horizon. When you think about the horizon, you always think about a line, a place where the sky meets the earth, and a line in front of your eyes. This is not a line, it is actually a space. This space unfolds for you wherever you go. It opens up the opportunity to experience it in whichever direction you look. Go or put your attention to. Now you will grow into the space going forward. Your 3D dimensional thinking is totally fading away. A new perception of moving in space is coming into your consciousness. Your way of moving, which you did in the past, is changing. In the past, to get to the horizon, you had to walk or drive. Now you just expand yourselves into this horizon space. This movement is energetic rather than a physical motion. The best example of this is the aurora lights, northern lights which move, flicker, and do the dance in the sky. The quantum field communication between the sun and Gaia and the sky gives you a visual picture of this. Start visualizing your communication with your quantum field. Do the same with the horizon. Start your communication with your quantum field and the quantum field of the horizon, which you are going toward. Hugs and love to all of you, Grandma, from GrandmaChandra.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Ruby Falconer, October 22nd, 23rd, 2025, Sun enters Scorpio. Scorpio natives are passionate, intense, and naturally intuitive. These are detectives of the zodiac, diving deep to discover the truth. In relationships, they long to escape the confinement of their own body and merge with the desired one. Hence the association of this water sign with sexuality, while Scorpio is comfortable in the underworld realms. Hidden in their shadows are wounds that make it difficult to trust. Fear of betrayal and suspicion of others, including the divine, is often present. There are 3 symbols for Scorpio. The first is the scorpion. When angry with no one to attack, the scorpion will sting themselves. Next is the phoenix, the mythical bird that crashes, bursts into flames, and rises anew. The purest expression of Scorpio is the eagle. No creature flies as high as the eagle. The range of expression, from destructive to sublime, is characteristic of this sign. In the Egyptian pantheon, Scorpio is allied with sensual Bast, the cat goddess. Warriors came to her temples to receive tantric healing from the trauma of war, and pregnant women came for support in giving birth. The priestesses of Bast were powerful shamanic practitioners who stood at the portal between birth and death, pleasure and pain. The temples of Bast existed well into the Roman occupation of Egypt, but were destroyed as Christianity spread. The priestesses were driven out of the temples. Those carrying Scorpio energy hold a genetic memory of this betrayal. Diving deep to explore and understand is essential for all those with Scorpio in their charts. 144 flowing in. The sun will emanate through Scorpio Bast from October 22nd, 23rd to November 21st. From ShamanicStarology.com. And from Divine Star of the Light, Colleen Lemma. On Thursday, October 23rd, the sun, ruler of our outward expression, has just shifted into the deep psychological sign of Scorpio, and will be in a difficult inconjunct to Uranus, the Great Awakener, and communicative Gemini. With the sun now in this mysterious water sign for the next month, we may be feeling more self-reflective, inwardly observant, and extremely empathic. We are becoming more sensitive to the energies around us, with other people and the collective as a whole. This could cause us to be more protective of our own space and withdraw into ourselves. However, the connection to Uranus bridges us to Source and spiritual messages that are streaming forth. It can awaken our consciousness to a higher understanding of information from the angelic or otherworldly realms. We also have Jupiter, planet of expansion, in emotional Cancer, and a challenging square to Chiron, the wounded healer, in Brazen Aries. This can amplify faulty belief systems that are based on old stories and past life wounds. These wounds are about self-identity, self-confidence, independence, and our ability to move forward with confidence. If we shift our perspective from a glass half empty to a glass half full mentality, we can heal the wounds and expand into a new way of thinking and believing about ourselves and our lives. So today, focus on healing the shadow side of your ego self and allow the spiritual helpers of the highest realms to activate your higher self and to provide you with the uplifting information that will guide you to your next steps. Blessings of love and light to all, from ColleenLemma.com. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Sun enters Scorpio. Jupiter in Cancer, square Chiron, retrograde in Aries. A light is switched on in the dark. Turn within and examine your deepest passions and greatest fears. To live life well, we must know death, endings, change, closure. Release what is dead and decaying. New life will grow, nourished by the bones of the past. Life is a constant process of transformation, but nothing ever truly dies. It's just matter and energy changing form. Alchemy as old as the hills. And as we begin our trip down Pluto's lane, the skies also point to a giant opportunity for healing. To take advantage of the moment, we must push past doubt, test our strength. Sometimes you just have to stand by what you believe in and lead the way, even if it's uncomfortable at first. The key to becoming whole again is to have faith in yourself. Water your roots. Fire yourself up with positive affirmations. Do whatever it takes to get past blocks. Greet your shadow with an open heart, and it will lead you to treasure. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Zolkeen Times, Keen 213, Red Overtone Skywalker. Tone 5 with keywords Empower, Command, and Radiate shifts the gears on the 5th day of the Red Moon wave spell, like revving up an engine to speed up your journey. In this wave spell, the Red Moon sets the color, linking the 1st, 5th, 9th, and last days to amplify energy. Today's gear shift boosts the vibe, making it a powerful day to harness. Red Skywalker represents wakefulness, space, and exploring, and an empowered Skywalker is a force. It pushes you to think outside the box and be unconventional. Shape-shifting into a Skywalker, explore new perspectives, like seeing a problem through fresh eyes, to gain insights and flow with the wave spell's fluid mission. High five for embracing the adventure. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. Red Overtone Skywalker. 5 Bane, Keen 213, 23rd of October 2025. Radiant expansion, commanding the new time, birthing the dream. Keen 213 equals 6, Heaven, Christ consciousness, 6 Heaven's Gate. Today we have a radiant divine manifestation portal of infinite expansion through new birth. Day 5 in the red moon wave spell of the goddess, who is enhancing our intuition and sensitivity as we purify our vessels in order to find our natural flow. Today we are exploring new spaces and realms, opening the floodgates for new experiences and greater flow. Tone of creation, overtone, tone 5 in the spiritual realm, action commands, power empowers, essence radiance. The emphasis today is on empowerment and radiance through the action of command. Number 5 represents the center, core purpose, foundation and central intent. It is the center of the wheel from which all the spokes emanate. This is the phase where the energy of creation returns to the center and then radiates outwards. Overtones command the unbounded. They order it to be, and so it becomes. Their power radiates from their soul essence through a pure connection to Source. This is the true source of unlimited power. Today we are empowering our authority through new leadership opportunities. We are focused on our missions and what legacy we will leave future generations through our world service. Today we are empowered to step up in our leadership role, taking the reins as the way-showers and new earth leaders, full steam ahead. The overtone tone aligns beautifully with today's hidden superpower, the yellow star, which wants us all to sparkle and glow. Today's questions are, how can I birth a greater, more empowered and radiant version of my expanded self, through my soul's desires and greater divine purpose? Are we ready as a collective to command and birth our new world into existence, to manifest the new time? Divine blessings for exploring and expanding into endless realms of possibility today. In la ketch a la keen. Christina, White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 213, Red Overtone Skywalker. The mantra, the code for today is, I empower in order to explore. Commanding wakefulness, I seal the output of space. With the overtone tone of radiance, I am guided by the power of birth. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue our work. So if you'd like to help support our work, our mission, and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world for free, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. Now I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Els Minez, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We truly appreciate you and your continued support. Now I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Barbara, for your donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We truly appreciate you and your support, and we appreciate all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. We couldn't be doing this work without you, so we're very grateful for each and every one of you. If you'd like to support our work and mission with a one-time donation, you can do so to our PayPal or Stripe accounts. Both links are at eaglelovecondor.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a very powerful divine decree of the Lemurian heart. I am the eternal flame of love that flows from the heart of Source, rising through every cell of my being in waves of golden remembrance. I am connected to the heart of Telos, to inner earth, and to the sacred family of light that surrounds and uplifts all creation in harmony and peace. In this holy now, I open my heart to receive the infinite love of Source. I release all illusion, all fear, all separation, and I return to the crystalline truth of who I am, a child of the stars, a keeper of the new earth, a vessel of living light. Through my breath, I bridge heaven and earth. Through my heart, I anchor the frequencies of Lemuria restored. Through my love, I call forth a new era of light now made manifest. I decree that all beings remember their divine origin. I decree that peace, unity, and love reign upon Gaia once more. And so it is, beloved ones, the heart of Telos beats within us all. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed day as we continue our journey through the ascension portal and into our new heaven upon the new earth. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.